Hey ladies and lads, it's Spag. I hope you're all having a great day. Now, ever since I saw this match, I wanted to do analysis because I feel it was such a great back and forth of adaptation, and at the end it came right down to momentum as high level Tekken often does. The match that took place was between Knee and Speedkicks at CEO earlier this year, but before I get into it, I do want to go over some preliminary points. Now of course all of you guys are aware of the Hwoarang versus Steve lore, but in reality the matchup is pretty bad for Hwoarang. Now, as you guys are all painfully aware, Steve is one of the best characters in the game at the moment, and it's because of his counter hit tools, namely back 1 and down forward 2, which both, if you go into flicker, will give a full, really damaging combo. Now, the reason why this is so bad for Hwoarang is because his tools to actually open up an opponent, if we actually talk about his lows for a second, they do not really high crush. If you think about it, down 3-4, down back 4, side step 4, a lot of these lows, they do not high crush, so that risk of just getting hit by a back 1, it's so dangerous, and Hwoarang has to be super careful to make sure that he doesn't get hit by it. Now I can just give you an example here. So jab, back 1, that's if he tries to go even on plus frames into down 3 and start that offense, back 1 is always going to be an issue for multiple moves that Hwoarang has to open up his opponent. Now of course Hwoarang does have some high crushing options, namely down back 3, right? So if you look here, it does go underneath the back 1, but the issue with that is it could get hit by down forward 2, right? So if you mess up your timing, then there's a huge risk of you getting hit by down forward 2, which it's the risk reward is just not there, right? Hwoarang's down back 3 is neutral on hit, so you don't even get any plus frames on hit, and it only does 12 damage. So that's just a short introduction as to a few reasons why Hwoarang can kind of struggle in this matchup just to get offense started in the first place, just to get around 2 moves, just 2 moves. Forget about everything else he has. Steve has a lot of good moves, but just back 1 and down forward 2 can be so troublesome for Hwoarang, just those 2 moves. So yeah, man, let's get into this match. Speedkicks was playing so well in this tournament. This was CEO 2019, and I feel like he's really stepped it up from last year. He's really looking like someone who will qualify for the finals in Thailand later on this year. He's been using different characters successfully, but I like how he's been sticking with Hwoarang. He's thinking hard, hey, what's he gonna do? You could hear the comments. I think Mark was commentating here with Rip, and he was saying immediately when Speedkicks picked Hwoarang, he was like, this is a bad matchup. Immediately, because even they know it's not a good matchup. But let's get into it. First round, first match. And immediately you're going to see Speedkicks here go for the down back 3. It gets blocked, but you can see, he goes for the down back 3 because it is a move that you want to, like we talked about, go underneath the back 1. It's one of his only options to really, to high crush. And he goes for it again. Again, you're trying to go underneath the back 1, and Knee will pick up on that now. Knee will pick up. But unfortunately, as we said, it's not only that move you want to be careful of, it is also the down forward 2 right there. You see that Speedkicks was trying to go for the down back 3. Boom, right there, and he gets counter hit by the down forward 2. So those 2 moves, just those 2 moves can cause so much issue for Hwoarang, just to get his offense started. But you're seeing Knee actually backdash a lot. He's throwing at the back 1, which again is just like no risk, high reward, right? Down forward 2 again. You're seeing Speedkicks trying to mid check after the down forward 2 as well. Delay on the Wasane 1-2, but big whiff on the rage drive. A nice jab flow, actually. That was pretty sick. You see that again. So he whiffs. Like the backdashing from Knee was super on point. So first round to Knee. Again, see, just back 1 and down forward 2 causing so many issues. One counter hit with Steve can really kill you. Okay, poking away now, poking away. Back 1 again, just throwing it out. Goes into flicker as well. Rocket punch. Nice sidestep, little mini sidestep there to make the running 1+2 whiff, or running 1. Down forward 2 again. And this time you'll notice that after down forward 2 into the stance, now Speedkicks is starting to turn up his offense. He chooses to start attacking after down forward 2 because he knows he's plus. Again, those get hit by back 1. It's so fast paced and beautiful stuff there. This is something we want to talk about. We want to definitely talk about this. There, right there. Let's slow it down for you guys. Down 3-4, and he stays ducking and punishes with the Wasane 1-2. Now that's super important because a lot of people, when they block down 3, they actually get up and block the 4 as well. and they put themselves in a really bad situation because down 3-4 on block is very plus if you block the second hit. So, you know, you got to stay ducking. You have to stay ducking. You're seeing Speedkicks here. He doesn't quite know how to get his offense started. He's dashing in. Down 3-4, finally in range. Again, it's very dangerous because of back one. You know, Knee knows he's throwing it out. Very textbook stuff here from Knee. Not doing anything crazy. Just down 4-2, back one. Staying in his face now. Down 2. Speedkicks again. Challenging the down 4-2. Oh, man. Oh, boy. This, again, is a perfect example of why Steve is so good versus Hwoarang. He tries to go for his own counter hit launcher, Speedkicks, but Knees is a little bit faster at 13 frames. So, yeah, that's not going to work out for you. And Masaji for the win. So, again, just textbook stuff. Easy stuff from Knee. Easy stuff from Knee. You know, going for the back ones at the right time. Down 4-2s. Poking away as well. Steve has very great pokes with down 2. Now, what happens here is amazing. Speedkicks is thinking really hard. Okay, what did he get hit by? He got hit by a lot of back one and down 4-2 especially. That move really gave him a lot of trouble. He tried to crush the back one. It wasn't working for him. Now, in my mind, I was thinking here while watching, he needs to do some more jabs. I was really thinking that because jabs are 10 frames, of course, and Hwoarang has some good options from jabs as well. If he approaches with jabs, he can actually go into stance, right foot forward, left foot forward, and he can actually start some offense there, right? But most importantly, you'll actually be able to stuff out the back ones and down 4-2s. Both of those don't actually crush. Now, what was amazing is, now if we watch this, not only did he do that, he started to play a lot more aggressively and no fear as well. He used some moves which you generally don't want to use against Steve, you know, down back 4 being one of them. You know what? Let's watch the next match and let's see what he did. There we go, second match here. Now, immediately using jabs. Again, jabs, dashing in, jabs, trying to beat out the back one. Jabs again. A lot of a good defense from Knee though, to be fair. But there we go, crushing the, trying to crush under the highs. Again, challenging the down 4-2, going for the low. But getting a bit too aggressive there and gets counter hit launched. This is really fast paced, guys. Very, very fast paced. Down 3 again, but goes for the sweep. That is a mix up situation. And counter throw. Down back 4. Now, you know, just no fear. Absolutely no fear from Speedkicks. That down back 4 could have easily got counter hit, but he didn't care. He just went for the kill. Again. Down 4-2s, back 1s, and not counter hit. And if it doesn't counter hit you, you know, it's not bad. If you don't get counter hit by those moves, if you get hit on normal hit, it's not going to hurt you too much. Here we go. Approaching with jabs again. Tries to go for an orbital. I'm not sure what that was. Again, jabs, going for the little pokes. Tiny little pokes to try and beat him. But again, you see the down back 3 getting crushed. Gets blocked. Going for these pokes again. But look at that. Again, unfortunately, with Speedkicks trying to go for the down back 3. And unfortunately gets launched for it. Just there, you see it. He gets launched for trying to go for the down back 3. It's happened quite a few times. So Knee in a really, really good position at the moment. Goes for down 2. Great block from Speedkicks, to be fair. But tried to go for the down 3-2 loop, the down 3-4 loop. It didn't quite work out. And guys, I do really want to talk about this. I want to talk about how important it is to block down 3-4 and stay ducking like Knee did here. We're actually going to go quickly to the game so I can demonstrate something interesting to you. Now, why I've chosen to go here into practice mode to show you this specific thing is because I think it's very, very good for you guys to see why it's important to stay ducking here. Now, obviously, a lot of people, even myself, when we play against Hwoarang, we block the down 3, but we get up for the 4. And that puts you in a mix-up situation. You know, it puts you into a mix-up situation instead of getting a free punish. So you have to stay ducking. You really have to stay ducking. But now, what you're seeing him do after that, the little flappy kicks, those can actually launch you if you try to go for your own launch. And I picked Jack for a specific reason because it happens to him all the time. It's consistent against him. So I'm going to try and go for my while standing one, which is Jack's while standing launcher, and just have a look at what happens. I get launched. And now that happens consistently versus while standing one, so Jack can't actually launch it. Now, so with some characters, you're gonna have to stay ducking and go for a different kind of punish. With Jack, you know, the most consistent punish would be to just go for a normal while standing 4 because it's an 11 frame. Some characters don't have to, so I don't want to misinform you, and you know, I don't want to be the cause or reason why you got launched in a match and say, hey Spag, you were wrong, man, you told me I could stay ducking, I can launch it. Some characters actually can't because the flappies will counter hit you, and they can, and Hwoarang players can actually react to it. If they've seen that you've ducked the first hit, most of the time they'll go for the flappies afterwards. So yeah, one option would be just to duck and then stay ducking and then you can actually launch it. It's a mind game. Some characters are able to launch it, but a lot of characters aren't because of the flappy, so be careful about that. Right, we're back to the match here now. So Knee did take that second round. Again, Speedkicks going in there with the jabs, starting his offense now with jabs. Very, very good option there because he's really trying his best to smother Knee and not let him get any of his offense started. You're seeing Knee now trying to fight back with his own 10 frame jabs. Ducking now a little bit more. Down 3 again, challenging the down 4-2, and he started his vortex now. This is where Horan can get very, very dangerous. Running 3 overextends a little bit. Unfortunate there, Speaker got a little bit too aggressive. But Speaker's now backdashing. Good block on the down 1. Look at that, beautiful. He was backdashing, and boom, right there. Beautiful stuff there from good movement there from Speakers actually. So he's up now. Again, starting his offense with jabs. Knee ducking a little bit, but he's really in his head at the moment. He's going for the blues box because you can tell Speakers is very, very confident. He's even going just for raw down 3. You know, he's not scared at all. Down 3-4 again. You're seeing it every time Knee does down 4-2. He's going for down 3. He's challenging it. Good block again. Look at this from Speedkicks. Nice mini backdash there from Knee to make things. There we go. Right there. Sometimes can be hard. You can be hard to see. It's right there. You see that little mini backdash. Didn't get a lot out of it though, unfortunately. And this time Knee actually does down 4-2, but he low parries because every time, well, most of the time, Speedkicks has been going for the low, and this time he actually low parried. Even though he wasn't down 3, he was down back 3. But good stuff from Knee. Now here Speakers has a life lead, doesn't have to do anything crazy. He's put Steve in rage, uses the rage drive immediately. Yes, minus 14, doesn't go for a 14 frame punish. 4 seconds left on the clock, not long left, and another beautiful block on the down 1. You know, that was an amazing read there. But I want to just talk about something quickly. You see that Knee's actually now just dashing up. He dashed up there and ducked. He dashed up and ducked, but it, you know, right there, but he didn't get a punish on it. Little dash up into duck, because Speakers has been starting his offense a lot with jabs, but it wasn't, I mean, he only did a single jab, so it was very, very hard to with punish, just a single jab, right? He tried everything here, 2 seconds left, he knew he had to go for something, he had to go for a low, and yeah, beautiful stuff from Speedkicks. So, going into this second match, what was the difference? What was the difference? The difference was, he went for a lot of jabs. I feel that was a huge element to that second game, which really stuffed out a lot of Knee's attempts to go for down 4-2 and that back 1. Just the jab smothered him so much, and that's what I feel like even JDCR has said, the power of the jab, you know, he uses it himself so well. As Speedkicks made the adaptation, he said, okay, cool, if you want to go for back 1s, if you want to go for down 4-2s, then that's what I'm going to do. And now the last match, this is crazy stuff here. This is all momentum based now, man. The reads have been made. You see Speakers trying to go for his own counter hit launcher with back 4. I think it's also 13 frames. It's kind of crazy. It's like his own back 1. Not as good, of course, but still a pretty good option. And he's doing that little delayed wave dash as well to try and go underneath the back 1 again. He's doing his best not to get counter hit, man. I'm telling you, Horan really has to be careful here. Back 1 again, but Speakers doing a good job not to get counter hit. Very, very brave stuff there from... Oh, no! That was it. That was a huge whiff. Now the reason why that happened is because you're supposed to do 3-4 really quickly, one after another. That's how you're supposed to do the move. But he accidentally did 3 and 4, and unfortunately he got the wrong move. And there we go. That was the drop. You see it right here. Goes for the blue sparks, but he goes for the 3 instead of 3-4. You have to do it very, very fast. 3 till to 4. It might be, I mean, it was big. It was a high pressure situation right there, and Knee took full advantage of it. Gets the wall split here, uses rage drive, Masagi, almost dead, and finishes it with a low. So, you know, at the end here, guys, it just became a huge momentum game. You know, Speaker's still doing a good job to not get hit by the back 1, but it's hard, man. Goes for another one. This time he gets it right. This time he gets the blue spark combo correct. And he, again, going in with more jabs, but as you can see, Knee was quite happy to, after this, to just duck. Bam, bam, there. So Speakers has been doing jab into 1-2 a lot, and Knee was very, very good. He's so good at this stuff, man, just to adapt. Here we go, though. Speedkicks going for the sweep. Down 3-4 on hits. You know, you are in a 50-50 situation pretty much there. And Knee guessed wrong. Trying to counter hit that mid counter hit. That is a forward 1+2. Not the best move, but it is a counter hit launcher and it is safe. Speedkicks on the back foot now. Poking away, look at this, going for the stance. Nice duck, but no punish. Now, the Speedkicks did do this before to try and finish the game. But wow, the recovery on that jab is pretty crazy. And Speedkicks given another life there, so good stuff there. Back one again, man. Crazy. I mean, you can't avoid getting hit by back one all the time. I mean, the amount of times that Steve can just throw that out without really getting punished on whiff, and especially on block. But I like that from Speedkicks though. Challenging the so after back one on block and even that rocket punch, you can actually challenge it if he goes into flicker. You can do jabs and you can interrupt a lot of moves that he does after it. Nice low parry there on the raise drive. Knee, just showing his tournament experience here. I don't think there's anything crazy to analyze here. You know, it's just Speedkicks. You could tell what his game plan is. His game plan is to try and go in with the jabs and stuff out the down 4-2 and back ones. But you can't do it all the time, of course. The timing, it all comes down to timing in the end. And Steve, one of the reasons why he's so good is because he doesn't really need to take any risks. Last chance here for Speedkicks. The momentum all on Knee's side. He has the wall pressure though. There we go. Gets a counter hit launcher on the wall. Wall splat. But at the end, not good enough. But Knee did something amazing there. We already spoke about, guys. We already spoke about how after down 3-4, if you try to punish with a launch, you can get counter hit by the flappy kicks. Now, it's the same thing here, but it's even worse. If you block down back 4, even if you try to go for a while standing 1, like a Knee's 11 frame punish, you'll get counter hit by the flappies. And look what Knee does here. He stays ducking. He stays ducking and dick jabs. He stayed ducking. He knew in that situation that if he tried to go for a while standing 1, he would have got launched, counter hit launched. So that's another thing which you guys need to do. That's how you punish that low. That is the perfect way to punish that low. Down back 4, remember, it looks punishable. It looks like, oh man, it's my chance to punish. As soon as you try to go for that while standing 4 or while standing 1, whatever 11 frame punish, while standing punish you have, you will get counter hit. So he tried to go for the little cheeky setup in the end, but Knee, he knew the matchup, man. He knew the matchup really well. And at the end, you know, it just became a battle of momentum in the end. And I feel like that one combo drop from Speedkicks really shifted the momentum onto Knee's side. He did get the next round, but you know, in a high pressure situation like these, you know, sometimes you can overextend a little bit too much, and the timing was definitely on Knee's favor here. But amazing stuff from Speedkicks though. You know, we saw the adaptation and how he managed to make a bad matchup really look more even than it actually is by just utilizing the jab and playing a sort of no fear playstyle. You know, after the first match, which was a blow up, it was 3 rounds straight. Speedkicks must have thought to himself, you know what, I need to start using more jabs to stuff out the back ones, but I need to also play with no fear. Yes, he has the down 4-2 and the back ones and the other crazy moves, but I can't be scared about this. It's a first or 2. I have to be more assertive. So shout out to Speedkicks. He could have very easily won this match, this set, and that would have been a crazy upset. You know, as Knee's been winning everything. But I expect Speedkicks to do a lot of work in this remaining months of the World Tour, and I expect him to actually qualify for the finals as well. So hopefully we'll see more from Speedkicks. But shout outs to both these guys, Knee and Speedkicks. Great games. But yeah, guys, that is about gonna do it from me. I hope you guys enjoyed the analysis. You know, I haven't uploaded a YouTube video in a very long time, but see Chanel there at the back. I haven't uploaded a YouTube video in a very long time, but I will be more active. I promise I will be more active. Let me know in the comments if there's any other matches you want me to analyze. I know there's been a lot of crazy matches in the World Tour. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will see you next time. Peace.